What is up, guys? This is your boy Brandon Groce, self-taught designer, and today we're going to talk about the importance of networking and how to do it. So with that said, if you guys are interested in this channel, my name is Brandon Groce. I'm a self-taught designer. I work with brands such as Disney, Dannon, and Huggies. So with that said, this channel is all about being the best designer you can be and getting paid like you should. So with that, if you haven't already, like this video because you about to learn something, and subscribe to my channel because we just awesome up in here. So with that said, getting back into networking and how to do it specifically. So before we get into it, starting with networking is massively important. Reason being is because the best sales, or the easiest sales, and the most money, as well as getting known for what you actually do, comes from networking. It comes from your network. The big truth here is that talent can be overseen. Someone can be extremely talented in UI, UX, and web development, but if they are not seen, they are not appreciated and therefore will not be hired. So to counteract that, we have to network. And this video does keep into consideration that people are introverts and people are extroverts. So there's different ways to basically go about this to network, to still get seen and get paid. So with that, this is for everybody. So getting into the how exactly do we get seen? Now I've talked about this both on my Instagram and on my YouTube before, but I'm doing this more specifically and geared to networking. So there's two ways. You can either, one, network within your office, or two, network on social media. And I'm gonna explain both of these. So the reason you want to get into an office is because it is extremely important to be in face with other people, meaning people understand or get to understand how you work, and that people see you are friendly as well as that you are extremely good at what you do. Those are important things because that's how people gauge if they like you and if they want to continue to build a relationship with you. And it's also good to build relationships with people in the office because people always move around. If you build friendships, actual relationships, okay, this is the different type of networking than going to an event and passing out a card to other people and being like, hey, I am a designer, nice to meet you, and then you walk off to the next person and give off the next business card. That is, I wouldn't call that networking. That's just like, hey, I need money, here's my card, blah, blah, blah. So that's one way. Getting in an office, getting to interact with people so that you get to know them personally, they get to know you personally. You build a strong relationship with them so that when you guys decide to, later down in your careers move around, they, or even you, can then recommend the people that you know to work for your company, and the people that you've made connections with can then, you have access to them to move around in the market as well. Because if they know you, they like you, they know you do good work, it'll be very easy to get in a door elsewhere. That's one, getting in the office, building relationships with people so that they know who you are, that you're friendly, and that you do great work. Those are two things, friendliness, personability, and great, that you do your job very well. So next thing, geared towards everybody, but if you have more inclination to introversion, they're still on the same plane, and it's social media. Now, I'm not talking about the social media where you're just like, oh, hire me, hire me, hire me, hire me, hire me. No. So if you guys looked at my Instagram, it is all about information, it is all about design and pretty things and my thoughts in the design space. And what I do is I engage heavily. I get hundreds of DMs a day, and my ass tries to get to every single one of them. I probably get to 98% of them, talking to people as if I were talking to them in real life. And I'm creating enough value to other people that they are seeing my stuff on Instagram and engaging with me, as well as me reaching out to them, other designers, as well as other agencies, talking to them. They comment on my work, I comment on their work, or we just have a regular conversation and just building the relationship. I never have the intention of selling when building a relationship on Instagram. I take my relationships on Instagram just as I would as a regular relationship offline. It's just meeting people, getting them, building the relationship, getting them to understand how you work, how you operate through social media, or as an actual person through social media, as well as them seeing your work and your thought process, etc. And that's how I've built my social media up, so that when people come onto my page, they see, oh my god, he does this, this, and that. He's worked with these people. He's into this type of design, and he also is speaking about exactly what he believes in the design space. And he also has a YouTube that has awesome ass videos that you guys are watching. Those are two different tactics of networking. Now, what some of you, so those are the to-dos. Let's talk about what not to do. And this is the big thing. So, this is a big thing. So, as we all know, there's these things called meetups. And when you go to these meetups, you take your business cards and the other people take their business cards, and you meet about 10 to 30 people or 20 to 30 people who, you know, if you're a freelancer, you're going there to network. Those are other freelancers in your same position coming to network. Those are not the people that they're great, like, you know, to meet people, but what we're trying to do is build a network of people that are where you want to be, not where you currently are. Because what's most likely going to happen, you're going to go to these networking events, meet somebody that's in your exact same position, and you guys are not going to be able to help each other unless you guys are able, you find out you guys can build together, which is cool. If you're looking to get to that next level, the people on the same plane as you cannot help you get to that next level faster. You want to find somebody who's already above you, build a relationship with them, and then start. That helps move your pace a lot faster. That goes with the saying that you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out the most with. So if you're hanging out with all the same people, it's going to be, you're not going to be able to jump as quickly, because you need some people who are above you to, you know, pressure, not only pressure you, but to encourage you to just be around, to get some of their habits, to learn some of what they have, and to get to that next step. Always look for people. Don't be the equivalent or the smartest person in the room. Always look for people above you so you can learn from their tactics, their habits, etc. to get to where they are. Those networking events are cool. You know, you get to find like-minded people. But if we're talking about the networking to get to a specific place and building relationships with those who are in a position that we are working to get to, rather than where we currently are. So again, networking is huge. It is the biggest, you know, sales is, and building relationships and getting to where you want to be is about networking and getting seen. It is about who you know, but it's also about who knows you, which is even more important. And that's what social media is extremely good at. You can scale your network past your physical bounds. You can message people all over the world. You can, you know, showcase your work to people all over the world and basically get known for what you're extremely good at. So that's why being in an office is good, because you are building, you know, you're meeting other people, you're having physical interactions with one another, you're building relationships, and people are getting to know you and see what you're capable of. And vice versa. Social media is the same thing, but online, and has the potential to be at a larger scale because you have access to more people, but you have to do it right. And if you guys, you're curious about how this all works on Instagram specifically, I will put down below the playlist of how to grow your Instagram account and how to network and basically build your following and build your influence on Instagram. So drop that down below. So with that, guys, very simple. Networking is huge. You can't just sit behind a desk. If you're expecting to get to that next level and, you know, go places, meet new people, do bigger work, you have to, you know, take those steps to network, meet new people, meet the people who are in the position you want to be in, and even the people higher than that to help get you into those new positions. And again, this is just the psychology of it. Always build the relationships. Be the best person you can be. Don't just leave relationships one-sided. This is why networking is important, because it helps you be a better designer and get you to where you want to be in the marketplace. So network, get seen, and get the type of work that you want. In the comments, what do you think about networking? Has it or has it not worked for you? What are you confused about? So with that said, Brandon Groce, self-taught designer, out.